Good morning, folks. This is Deb. I know I promised Project 2025 today, but I want to stay with this Democratic Party stuff for one more day at least, okay? Because it's important. And it all ties in to winning this election and preventing Project 2025 from ever seeing the light of day here in America. So here's where I am this morning. I'm awake and I feel good today. Yesterday was kind of an off day. I knew from the get-go that I was going to back whatever the Democrats did. But I woke up today with a whole different vision of this thing. I was kind of pissed off that they did this in the light of day. But now that I look back at this was the best possible thing that could ever have happened, because the Democratic Party did what the Republican Party has failed to do. The Democratic Party dealt with an internal issue. They dealt with it transparently. And it worked out all for the best. And Joe Biden made that decision. Make no mistake about that. So today we are facing a new campaign with Kamala Harris as the face of the Democratic Party. And this comes at a perfect time in American history. But yet I'm still hearing commentary about her electability that comes straight out of the 60s racist, misogynist attitudes of women in politics. Let's stop this nonsense, okay? Let's stop all of the chatter, because Kamala Harris is more than qualified to lead this ticket. She has been an attorney general. She has been a senator, and she has sat at Joe Biden's side at the top echelons of government and assisted him in governing. Okay, she hasn't just been some kind of lame duck appointee that does absolutely nothing. So all of this commentary is absurd. And the notion that we should pass her over or give someone else a shot is insulting to women and to Black women, who have been historically the most reliable voters for the Democratic Party. 91% of Black women voted for Joe Biden in 2020. Okay? The Black vote, the Black female vote, has pulled the Democratic Party out of the depths of the garbage bin more than once. And to suggest that anybody else should be given a shot is patently absurd. Okay? We even had Maserati Mansion come out of the woodwork yesterday and get himself some primetime TV, talking about maybe challenging her. What could possibly be worse for the Democratic Party than putting a lout like Joe Manchin on the ballot anywhere? That's not happening, okay? So let's talk about where we are. Kamala Harris yesterday raised $50 million, most of them in small dollar donations, on the day Joe Biden backed out of the election. She has already received the backing of many prominent Democrats. Out of the 263 Democrats that need to back her, she's already got more than half of those people on the first day. And they include, Governor Andy Beshear of Kentucky, Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, and Governor Roy Cooper of North Carolina, three who are on the short list for her running mate. We have Pete Buttigieg, Gretchen Whitmer, Ro Khanna, Jared Moskowitz, Gavin Newsom, Sherrod Brown, Maria Cantwell, Tammy Baldwin, Jasmine Crockett, Maxwell Frost, Ruben Gallego, Kirsten Gillibrand, Dan Goldman, John Hickenlooper, and on and on and on, backing her. People, the time is now. Ladies, the time is now, okay? Hillary Clinton had 40 million Democrats not stay home, would have been the first female president of the United States. We are getting a second chance here right now. We are, by various sites, we are either 51.1% of the American population now or 53%. It depends on what site you look at. But we are over 50% now. And the notion that we can't have a representative government with a woman at the helm is patently absurd. I'm going to read to you a statement by Karen Miller, who is a fundraiser in the state of Maryland. This is what she says, quote, Kamala Harris is to the Democratic Party what Sojourner Truth was to women's suffrage. It is blatantly disrespectful and dishonest to the voting bloc whose vote and support have time and again brought back the party from life support to overlook Kamala Harris as president. The party can test it at its own peril. That is exactly where we are here. The time is now, okay? This should not just energize the Black woman's vote. This should energize women all across this nation and men who support women all across this nation. But this crap about electability, Kamala Harris is as electable as any other candidate. She is a strong, she is a vibrant, and she is a no-nonsense candidate. And I will tell you right now, Donald Trump does not want to face her. And he especially doesn't want to face her in a debate. I can promise you that. And I hope that's the first thing she does when she gets this nomination. This is it. The time is now. When Shirley Chisholm ran in 1972, she knew she didn't have a prayer. She was running so that future generations of Black women could rise to power and bring about social justice in America for everybody, not just for Black women, for everybody. This is the time for America to move this country forward and keep it out of the clutches of tyranny. This is our time, people. Let us grab this moment and run with it and get behind Kamala Harris and save democracy for the future. I will talk to you all later.